Hi guys, welcome back to our channel, Homesteading with the Anga family in Kenya. My name is Liz and today we are at Zimatele. We've come to follow up on the progress of our outdoor kitchen. Yeah, there was a lot of work being done and I think majority of it is finished now, up to the level we want for now. So let me show you around. This is the kitchen, and that is the kitchen. We decided to go with these poles because they are cheaper than a real wall, and when varnished properly they can stay for up to over 10 years. Yeah, so that is what we decided to go for. This is just temporary. It's not something that we will have permanently. As we continue increasing even financially, we will change and have maybe something more stronger, more durable, more permanent. But for now, this is very okay, and I love the look of it. It's really beautiful. We didn't want to go with iron sheets. We wanted a natural looking material, but because of water scarcity in this area, we said we will just work with that because that is the same thing that is there. We just decided we will work with iron sheets because makuti, or the natural materials, we cannot tap rainwater, and right now our the most important resource we should have right now is water. Yeah, so that is why we decided to go with this. Whatever remained after making this roof is what has been used to make this roof. And I love the outlook of these poles so much because this is an outdoor kitchen. Yeah, so it is so beautiful. I love it. I don't think I will even upgrade it to anything because this is already a very big upgrade. I really love it. Let me show you the interior. Here's the interior. Here's the floor. Inside its poles. We are still going to work on making the poles look better. All these trees have been gotten nearby in the neighborhood and within the property. Some of it we wanted to make something low cost. We didn't want to start importing materials from far. It was supposed to be a low cost project. This is a low cost project as we are starting life. These are just galanas that we have put as the floor, something that we can sweep water. Yeah, and just sweep. Yeah, there I want to put something different for that space over there. I want to put something different. I don't want I wanted the galanas there, but that's still they get broken when you put fire on it. Yeah, so that is why it's open. I want to put a traditional 3-stone there. Yeah, so this is how the roof is. Yeah, guys, it's beautiful. I really love it. Today Peter brought solar and it has been helping our fundis so much. Yeah, he has fixed for them this. That is what he started with. And the materials that have remained and the work that was done. Yeah, isn't it gorgeous, guys? It's so beautiful. I want to start bringing in cooking stuff. Hey guys, now we have finished with the fundis, craftsmen as some people call them.
Yes.
Yeah, the solar panel is charging that we've brought today, and the kitchen, we are happy with the progress. We are happy with the progress of the place. We are to Zimatele, for those who are wondering where we are and what we are talking about. We are to Zimatele.
Yes.
Yeah, so I'm really happy with this place. I feel so much at home in this place. I feel,
me too.
Yeah, I feel contented so much. Yeah, we are happy with the progress of the house, the natural materials that we have used. it's really coming along so well, and I'm feeling so excited.
Yeah.
Being in the midst of nature, being in the midst of the trees.
Yes, and also I get this feeling, this is a space which you can literally feel like, yes, you can say, this is my own space in a
Yeah.
way, because look all around,
Yeah.
that's a 360 turn, and yes, we are the souls inside.
Yeah.
Yeah, we are the only ones inside. As in, it's a place you really can be yourself, make your own rules
Yes.
on your own terms. This is where you get to live on your own terms, and it really gives me really full satisfaction deep within my heart. Yeah,
Yeah.
I love it. Yeah.
It's a very nice place to homeschool. It's a nice place to do all these home things that if you have the passion to. And to me, this is not just about that. This is about, I've seen God being a father to me, being a faithful father to me. He says he's a father to the fatherless. He's the husband to the widows, and uh, that is actually the major part that gives me so much happiness, that he's a father to the fatherless. Having grown with a shaky a shaky identity later on in life, just realizing that I don't even have roots. And by the way, guys, if we ever meet somewhere, don't ever ask me kwenu ni wapi, like where is your home. I detest that question. Don't ever ask me kwenu ni wapi, where do you come from. I really don't like that question, because
Okay, no problem. If it's out of Kenya, it's okay. We'll happily say we're
Kenya,
from Kenya, but within Kenya, like, yeah, kwenu ni wapi, ushago ni wapi. Yeah, it screams. It's a touchy subject, yeah.
for me,
Way,
yeah, for me, for him it's okay, you can ask him. But for me, it's never been a very easy subject to tackle.
It's personal.
It's very personal. For
yeah.
me, first, as a woman in Africa, one, and two, as a person who grew up as what can I say, yeah, as a person who had an identity, and then later on you just discover that you don't have proper roots, or your roots are disconnected from what you knew. Yeah, maybe do you think it's too much information to share?
As your heart lead.
Actually, I think we should normalize such conversations so that society gets to heal. I think we should actually talk about this, because if everybody keeps quiet, people will think that it is normal, and it is okay. It's actually not okay. It's not okay for women to grow up and girls to grow up, and at some point you are basically thrown out of a place you knew as family.
Oh.
Yeah, because either you are married, or because you cannot identify with the maternal side of your mother.
Origin, yeah.
Oh, yes, of your mother. Why am I saying that? Because, like, for me, take my case.
Yeah.
I don't know my biological father, and the wonderful man who brought me up later on passed on, and then
things unraveled now.
Things unraveled, and I was kicked out of the family because I am not blood.
Yeah.
So then, after a while, you discover that you don't have a place that you can call home, because the place you knew, this is my father's
people.
This is my father's people. These are my people. You come to realize that actually they are not your blood. They are not your blood people. They just, like, the man adopted you. And later on, when he's passed, it's not that the entire sibling and family adopted you. So when I
it's like they were quiet as long as he was there.
Yes.
Then the moment he left, they found their voices now, and that relation just
died,
disappears into thin air. So
yes,
it's quite shocking to the system, of course, emotionally.
Yeah.
Pole.
Yeah, it's not nice to just discover that now you don't have a family that you roots. So that's why I don't like being asked kwenu ni wapi, And then when you want to identify with your mother's place, you want to say, okay, I come from maybe Taita, or I can just mention the community. and then
It's
you
not
realize
like culturally
it's
recognized.
yeah, it's not culturally recognized that that is home. My uncles, their children can say that is home. They have a belonging there, but because it's a mother, I mean it's a female,
Because
it's
it's maternal relatives, it's
yes,
like you really don't belong there. You're not, you belong to your father's side.
yes.
So in the case where the father is
So
missing in action,
where are you?
where are you?
Where are you? Those
It's crazy.
yeah.
Yeah.
So it is so bad because if that's why I'm saying that is the thing with the African that is the problem with this African, some of these African cultures. Where does the woman stand? Where it's shocking to the system. So if you are very unfortunate that you don't have a father and a place where you are recognized as a child,
Yeah.
and you can't, and your the blood people you have is your maternal side,
Yeah.
and also there you are kicked out, like okay, basically you're not kicked out, but culturally you don't belong. I cannot like say that is home. When you say that is home, you're like uko si kwenu, uko ni kwa kina kwenu ni kwa kina baba, but then who is that father?
Yeah.
You understand, at some point people just sat down and they said and they drew the members of the family. That is the funny part. They just sat down and said, yeah, this is the child of the family, this is a child of the family, this is a child of the family. You, we don't recognize you. You know, like go back to your father's place.
Yeah.
So where do I go to?
Difficult one.
Yes.
Difficult
So
one.
yeah. So where are my roots? Yeah. So that is why I and then I just said, I'm not rootless. I'm not ruthless. I have God. God is a father to the fatherless.
Yeah.
I think that is why you wanted to identify as a father to the fatherless. So God is a father to the fatherless. And I told God, I want a place where I will say it's mine. Because every person who has a father, they can say they have a home. They have a home. For those of us who have no father, it's not that we want to be babied at these ages. It's not that we want to be nurtured.
Yeah.
No, but to just have an identity. So I feel like God gave me this as a place, and he wiped my tears by giving me. Yeah, it's not that I'm sad because I wanted to be babied, but to just not have a place to identify with is mentally.
Yeah, I think it creates that emptiness.
Yeah,
There's
yeah.
that void which
Yeah.
is created. So I understand.
Yeah, you will feel that void. Even if you are an adult, you will feel it. Yeah. But those people who have not experienced it, I don't think they can understand that. Yeah, where you grow up and you realize, yeah, these are my cousins, these are my uncles, this is home. And then later on, you are an adult at 20 something or 30 something years, and then you are told,
Yeah,
you don't belong.
that's why this place means so much to us.
Yes.
Because here we really feel we are beginning something here. It's like we are creating our own roots here. We are creating our own start, our own base here. And this is a place we can both identify, me and my wife, and our children will confidently say, this is home. This is our roots right from childhood.
Yeah, this is our roots.
They are seeing us create this place. They'll have all those memories. They have participated in creating and the making of this place. And I think it will feel some of that emptiness.
Yeah.
We are together in this.
Yeah, of course, I'm not feeling empty anymore. You see, when you have God, you never feel empty. You are never lonely. But it is not right for human beings to do that to others. It's really not proper. Even if a person is mature, even if a person has Christ as much as mature as they are, it hurts. Yeah, it really hurts. And we shouldn't be mean to nobody should be mean to any other person because of circumstances of birth. Yeah. So guys, don't ask me kwenu ni wapi, where do you come from, who are your people? And I think society should talk about such things, especially for children who have been brought up like me. Yeah, it should be normalized to talk about fatherless children.
Yes, it's. I think it's something that should not be treated like taboo or
Yeah,
something. It's a story to hide and keep it out of the
to protect the
forefront,
family, to
yeah,
protect
to
the
protect
parents. You're protecting the parents, but what about this child? What about this child? As you're protecting the parent, what about this child? Yeah, guys, so we love this place. I feel like God has, as I said, God has been so faithful. He has been a father to me. So I felt like God called me to his bosom, and he said, I'll pick lands for you and give you according to my riches in glory, as I created the world, as your father. Call me dad, call me father. And I hope we change the society and the narrative in society, especially about the girl child.
the placement, the position of the girl child in most African cultural societies.
Yeah.
It's really one of disadvantage. I remember recently we visited one of your
Relatives.
Then there's one comment which really hit me when she said, mwanamke hana mahali.
Yeah, actually, yeah.
She said that.
She said that, let me translate for people who don't know Kiswahili. I don't know if it's just in our culture that a woman, mwanamke hana mahali. A woman never has
a place. It really hit me.
It hit me as well. I felt so sad.
Fine, she has both boys and girls, but here she's a woman, and she's happily kind of disinheriting her daughters.
Yeah.
And only considering the sons, because culture has said that mwanamke hana mahali.
Yeah, that is, and you see, when you talk about cultures, I wonder what. I love African culture. I love everything African. So not everything African, but I wonder what is the benefit. How has the African woman benefited from African culture? I feel like most of these cultures, especially in African setting, has been very disadvantageous to the woman. I don't know, but I feel so. I feel that most of the time, because just to hear that relative of mine speaking like that, an aged woman saying mwanamke hana mahali, like she's a wanderer. Really, it was really painful.
Felt low, yeah.
It felt so low, and I think that was the lowest part of that visit. That was the lowest part, to hear such a statement from a woman.
Yeah, it
was really low. We were really hit by that statement.
Because some of this is, I think, the sad part is part of that women are some of the perpetrators of that,
of the injustice.
Yeah.
Oh yeah. I don't know. At times I feel like sharing my story of what I have gone through in the hands of such.
You will. You'll get to that. You'll get to that. Yeah.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah, so that is what I used to feel. I felt like I didn't have a belonging anywhere. And I love the side of my mother so much. I really love, I love that side so much. It is beautiful. I mean, it is just so gorgeous. It's a beautiful place and a beautiful people. But you know what? I can't identify with that because apparently my mother was born a woman. I am a woman. So it's like you cease to exist in this community. You cease to have identity in this community unless you are a man. So my cousins who are from the male side, they have an upper hand, or what do I say? They are more. They can call that home.
Yeah.
Imagine when I go to my cousins from my uncles, them they can say, we are at home there, and then me, I'm just there like. Yeah, but then they can say their pride with proud. This is our roots. This is our home, and you hear that. But then you can't even say such a thing. You are there, and you came from the same genealogy, but because of
The gender of your parent there.
yeah, because of the gender of your parent, yeah, you're basically locked out. You cannot identify with the place, you cannot identify with the people. You can't stay there for long. For them, they can stay there for long. They have portions, they have land. I mean, even if they have problems in their marriages, let's talk like that, or that's negative, of course. But them, they have a place at their grandmother's. They have a place at their grandfather. They have places. But people who are born from, came from a woman, no, you don't have a share in that place. And if you didn't have a father who identified you as and accepted you and gave you an inheritance, you're basically, and woe unto you if you get a husband who also is bad news. Oh my goodness. And he decides he just wants to abuse you. I mean, you don't have a place to basically go to. You can't go back to your father's house. You don't have a father. You can't go back to your mother's side. There, she doesn't belong there anymore. Yeah. So you're just there, as that relative of mine said. You have no
place.
You have no place. A woman
place to belong.
Yes, and that is really sad. I don't think God is happy. And I remember I've talked to many people about such things, and I've told them even daughters are people that should also get an inheritance. I think that thing bites me so much. That it's among the things that ikes me. Is it ikes or yes?
And when you say inheritance, not just material things.
Oh yeah.
I also want to add, it should also be part of to have a sane decision making.
Oh yeah.
Ideas, because yeah, even when it's a family decision to be made, they don't ask for their opinion.
Oh yeah, they don't actually. Yeah, so yes, they don't.
That, oh, they just want the material part. No. There's also just to make some simple decisions within the, let's say, within the family.
By the way, that's another thing.
They're still excluded.
You're excluded because you are a girl. I mean, a female in the family. But you know what I've found very interesting, huh? You guys, you know what I've really found interesting, huh? Is that I was told I don't belong in my my foster. Is it foster father? No, but
first.
What is it called? Adopted father.
I don't know. You're secretly adopted. So
I was secretly adopted.
Okay, so yeah, but let's not make a joke out of it. He fathered you.
Oh yes, he did.
The best he could. He fathered you, but withheld all that information away, and it came up later.
When I was mature.
Yeah.
Yeah, and that was really devastating. That was
not
really
from him.
And not from him, exactly. And he didn't tell me how he has categorized me in the family. And he didn't sit his family and talked to them what should be done in case of his death about me.
So they are the ones to expose it and decide about it.
Yes. So it's like they were playing dice with me. Where do we put this human being who came into this family? And the funny part is that the funny part is when they excluded me from the family because I'm not blood, and maybe they thought I would want inheritance one day, of which I really didn't want. Actually, I wasn't in need, I can just say that. But they were scared that I might want a portion of inheritance, either finances, government finances, what is it called? That one that people get after retirement. So they thought I would want a pension part and land, but no. I was so contented with what God had given me. So, but just to feel that they had excluded me out of the family and even written the children of the family. So and so is a child. So and so is a child. So and so is a child. And even one that was, the one that was just brought in when he was also mature, was actually much. There's one that was included that was never in the family before. I was in the family. This man brought me up and he didn't bring this other one up. But because it is blood, of course, that is okay. That is perfectly okay. We should all have been part of the family. So the funny part, as I was saying, is not excluding me from the family, even ideas, anything. But when it comes to contributions, hey, you are part of the family. In fact, you are among the number ones. When it comes to WhatsApp michangos, you know, contributions, so and so is sick, so and so is dead, so and so is going this through this, so and so is going through that, and the family is contributing. Where my name features, in fact, full names with my the family of so and so. These are the children. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. My name features. But when it comes to other things, you are not family, you are not blood. But when it comes to contributions, and that is what I've also seen with the same, with what they also do to their sisters. When it comes to land, they sit and divide the land and inheritance. When it comes to material things, the sisters are included. Everyone is included, even the cousin sisters. All of them are included. It is time to
raise money and
to raise money. When it comes to time to raise money, everyone is a family. Let's put our heads together to solve this problem. That time, all the women have brains. They have brains, and they are welcome to bring all the ideas. But when it comes to distributing finances, women have no brain. They cannot say anything. Sisters have no brains. They are not part of this family. They can go to their husbands.
Oh dear. That reminds me. Even the so-called same contributions.
Yes.
How it is spent.
Oh yeah.
It's the men who will get to decide what is prioritized, what is done, what is done, what.
Yeah.
But getting ideas on how to contribute and everything. Women, join in, let's do it. Yeah.
Women, let's join forces. Let's stand as a block. We are a block. We are a block. But when it comes to, that is when contribution is needed. But when it's time to sit and divide now material wealth, be it money or land.
Okay.
Know your space, know your place, know your lane. Women are not included. It is sad. It is really sad. And we cannot keep quiet about it. No. We have to make society better. We have to contribute to make society better. I don't think it is right. It is not right. People have been hurt. Just because some of us got out of it stronger, it doesn't mean other people have gotten out stronger. The Bible says being the voice for the weak. Yeah, so I am talking like this, not out of pain, not out of anger, but out of, I don't want that girl child to suffer what I suffered.
Yeah.
I do not want. And that's why I'm speaking. Otherwise, I would have kept this information. It's too much information. It's private information.
Yeah.
I would have kept it. But I want that girl who is growing up as a as a girl in college. You are planning to get, please, just before you start having a child, think about all this. Even you boys, think about all this. Yeah, think about all this. For those women who found themselves single, fortunately or unfortunately, I don't know what to say about that. You know that as you're choosing a father for your child, a person who will adopt your child, what about the siblings of this man? What about the parents of this man? How will this child of yours fit in that community? I can speak as a child who was adopted into a community, into a people that later on, I was traumatized by being, what I can say, what I would say now, what I endured in that culture was bad. I was severely abused. Severely abused. How I'm functional in society now, I don't know. Because if she had stayed, for example, I wouldn't have wanted her to be single. But if she had just said, yeah, I am coming into marriage with this child, but don't put her under these cultural practices of, I would have been saved from a lot of hurt. They hurt me so much. They hurt me so much. Some cultural practices that are done to girls and boys, they hurt me. They really hurt me. So they abused me. They really abused me so much. so much. What I gained out of being put in that family, I mean in that community, adopted community, I cannot say I benefited so much. Yes, I benefited, I thank God, but the pain, the abuse that I went through, the psychological, the emotional, the sexual, the spiritual, the financial, all of it, I mean, it was just so much for a child to bear. I was severely abused, severely oppressed, severely neglected. My childhood was just bad, torturous, painful. I was unloved. I didn't know any love. I have grown up not knowing any love. I don't know what love is. Parental love, what is that? What is that? What is parental love? What is that? I don't know. I've never experienced. I don't know what parental love is. No. And it is okay to talk about it. I used to think it is bad to talk about such things. Yeah, guys, for now, maybe I should stop talking about it. This video has gone into...
No, it's actually a matter close to our hearts.
Yeah.
We'll really want to talk about this more, get people talking and involved about this. I believe that's the way to change the mindset of people. That's the way to change society.
Yeah.
If the people who feel, the perpetrators of this, they are vocal.
Yes.
Those who do so, if you are against it, you also have to be vocal. Yeah, that's the way to even out matters and get people to change. So these are definitely a matter we have to talk to in greater length, in greater diverse topics about it. Yeah.
Yeah, guys, I hope it's not too much information for you guys, but as Peter has said, we have to start talking about it. Many people have suffered in silence. The other day, Osinach died, Minister Osinach died, and she died in silence. She died in silence because society has told us to keep quiet about abuse. Society has taught us, and church and religion has taught us, has stifled our voice. The abusers can talk, but the survivors are told to shut up. Don't say, don't embarrass, don't talk about this, don't about that. This is, don't talk about such things. They are hush hush, and that is why things like FGM went rampant, because people kept quiet. You were told to keep quiet. It's not just FGM and many other things. And the thing that has stopped all this abuse in society is people started to speak out, especially like even early child marriages. It used to happen.
Yeah.
And you could not talk about it because, hey, why are you talking about such things? But the moment voices started being raised about it, now many girls have been saved.
Yeah.
Many children have been saved from such atrocities. That's why I said I will talk about it. As a child who endured so much abuse, as a child who did not know love, and I can say that, yeah, later on, you grow up, it never heals at times, like permanently at times. You just have to learn to live with the scars, to learn to live with the wounds. Some wounds just never heal. I don't know, by the grace of God only, by the grace of God. Some experiences are so painful, it takes God. And when you talk, it brings a lot of healing. I just want to encourage, especially young girls. I just feel like I am led to talk to the girls, and my heart is so much to the girls. There's someone else who has been commissioned by God to talk to the boys. It doesn't mean that boys should not be talked to, but for me, I always feel so sad for any girl that is abused, for any girl that I know their father has neglected them, or they are not living with their biological father, because I always say, oh my goodness, where she's going to end up. If it doesn't get a strong mother, it is going to be such a painful journey for that young girl. Yeah, for me, it has been a very painful growing up. My youth was so painful. My early years of 20-something until 25 years, that's when I realized, oh, so there could be light at the end of the tunnel. That's when I started having a wholesome peace in life. But all along, and I'm so happy that we are coming to live here, very far away from people who abused me. Yeah, I'm so happy to just be far. I just want to be far, far away far away from people who abused me, people who never loved me, people who never protected me, people who neglected me. It is just so nice. People and enablers of abuse, people who just enabled the abusers to abuse me, and it is so nice to just come and live out here very far away with just new people and animals and hyenas and with other new people, people who have just never hurt me, and I'm now beginning to build my trust again in human beings, that yeah, actually human beings can be loving. Yes, we found very good, and God can give you a family that loves you even if they're not blood. I mean, and then here is Peter and the children, and yeah, guys, this story has gone everywhere. But let's talk about these things. Let's normalize talking about these things, that yeah, you can go through traumatic childhood, traumatic early tweens and teens, very terrible teens, and very terrible early womanhood, manhood, terrible, and become a useful member in society. I never thought I could be a good mother. Do you think I'm a good mother?
Oh yeah, sure.
Or
No
a,
doubt.
or a good wife? Do you think I'm
No
a good
doubt,
wife?
no doubt.
I never thought I could function as a healthy member of society in terms of bringing up healthy children psychologically. I doubted myself so much.
Yeah, when there's so much negativity spoken to you, yeah, self-doubt definitely rises.
Yeah.
But you've done well.
Yeah,
You do
I'm
well,
trying.
and you're doing very well.
Yeah, God has been so gracious, encouraging me on, saying it's not for the I didn't call the perfect people, and God has been giving me strength. But at times, yeah, at times the pain is still there. I wake up at times and cry. You've seen that? Because imagine childhood trauma goes up to adulthood. It does. So you parents, don't abuse your children thinking that it's just for a season. It can go up to. But yeah, so that you've seen me crying at night.
Yeah, occasionally.
Oh yeah, occasionally. I just wake up and I cry because I remember the things I've gone through. I just cry because I never talked about it. These are the feelings that I've bottled up. I have bottled up all this pain and agony I went through, all this abuse. Ever since I was a young child, from 10 years to around 25 years of age, I've bottled up. I had bruxism. You remember when we met, I had severe bruxism? All this I bottled up. So later on, I've now beginning to vent out. Now I'm crying. I've gotten a safe space to express myself vocally and to cry. So I cry so much until now. I know. but now I'm beginning to heal, and I'm getting there. Peter has been so good. Yeah, guys, thank you so much. We were beginning by talking about Uzima Tele. Look at me talking about my life, giving too much information about my life. But if it's gonna save a child out there, if it's gonna save a woman out there, that you will take care of your child, that you man, if you adopt a child, you woman, if you adopt a child, please take care of them and protect them the way God would. This message is worth sharing. Okay, guys.
Okay.
From Uzima Tele, we say
Bye. We love you. Thank you for listening.
bye.